want to tell you that in person, not over text.
That's not a problem. Yep.
Awesome.
I will let our people know. Actually, if you tell Jansen Penny,
Yeah.
you know Jansen,
Yeah.
let him know.
Okay.
He's in charge of all
Yeah,
this.
I just want to tell you personally, and
And I will tell him he screwed up. So.
it's all good.
No, don't worry about it. Good deal. If you'd like to, I'd love to. Okay. Yeah, email it to me. It'd be great. We are live. I call this meeting of the Kansas State University Student Senate to order. Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. You may be seated. All right. With that, we'll move into first roll call.
Sweet. Hi, guys. Adams. Alberts. Anders. Arnaldi. Bergeston. Bolar. Vickerud. Cafera. Dinez. DeMoranville. Dahl. Elliott. Flores. Fuller. Garcia. Garrity. Grandy. Hendrickson. Hyen. Hughes. Jackson. Jewell. Kallenberger. Kelly. Kidd. Klein. Maples. Markle. Martin. McDermott. Mertens. Meyer. Nichols. Needry. Nordstrom. Ogren. Orth. Okay. Penny. Papoon. Pitts. Pruitt. Rosenpour. Swanson. Thomas. Tuttle. Valdez. Works. Zwick. Harp. Sorry. Or is it? Okay. Bothwell. Carpenter. Cruz. Gammon. Grover. Hornung. Horton. Hoshkinson. Houghton. Jabin. Keekly. Karanja. Kellerman. King. Meinhardt. Peckert. Putnam. Roth. Rodriguez. Savarino. Shao. Chumlin. Wheeler. Whitmer. Witzke. Zyke. Okay.
Awesome. With that, we will move into our first open period. The first open period speaker is the K-State Proud Campaign Planning Team.
Hi guys, my name's Gabby.
And I'm Bailey Heichschmidt.
And we're both this year's K-State Proud co-chairs. So a lot of you have probably heard about K-State Proud. I see a couple of our Student Foundation members sprinkled throughout all of you guys. But for those of you who don't know what we do, K-State Proud is a student-run philanthropy here at K-State. And we raise money by taking donations for the shirt that Bailey has on, not the one I have on. And these donations are allocated to students who are experiencing some extreme financial distress and are in danger of leaving K-State. So there's been a lot of talk on campus, specifically in your guys' arena, about needs-based scholarships. And what's cool about K-State Proud is that it's students doing their part to solve the problem of campus life and of university experience being a privilege. So at K-State Proud, we like to level the playing field a little bit, or as much as students are capable of doing, by providing these needs-based scholarships to students in the form of Student Opportunity Awards.
So really quick, we just get the opportunity to read these Student Opportunity Awards, which are the people that like sit next to you guys in classes that we're able to award these to, and I just wanted to share one with you guys. So the last one that we gave out was to a student in their last semester from Nigeria, and oil is like a large contributing factor to their economy, so it's collapsed. And that meant that $1 there used to equal 150 Naira, but now it's almost 360 Naira, which like would triple her tuition costs pretty much. And so we were able to cover her entire last semester here at K-State, and she's going to cross the finish line in a couple of months, and like that's cool to see, and we get to see that. And those aren't people that you guys don't know, but that's money that you guys got to donate, and she might sit next to you in a class one day, and you never have any idea, but she's here because you're donating for a K-State Proud t-shirt.
So today, K-State Proud has helped over 650 students cross that finish line and make it to graduation, which is really cool. That's 650 degrees that wouldn't have been possible without the work that you guys do by either donating for shirts or volunteering at our booths or anything like that. So we just wanted to come and spread the message about K-State Proud and encourage you guys to reach out to all of your colleges. We have College Week coming up, which is next week, and then our campaign week is the following week. So during College Week, we'll be sprinkled through all of K-State's campus buildings throughout the week. You can find a list of that on our Instagram and Twitter page run by the lovely Ethan Kellenberger and Colby Works. So check those out. You can find some more information about the week. And if you're interested in volunteering, we have one last volunteer training on Monday at 4:30 in the School of Leadership Studies. If you've been to a volunteer training before, you do not have to come again. Just look for our sign up.
And we also have some shirts and hats back there for you guys to have the ability to donate right now if you would like to. It's a suggested $20 donation for a shirt, but we will take any money that you would love to give to them. And I think February 15th, you guys are having a K-State Proud Senate meeting, so you can wear your shirts. So if you don't have one, what a great reason to get one now. So,
does anybody have any questions about anything K-State Proud related?
Caucus Leader Rostenpour.
Thank you for coming. But my question is, how many grants or scholarships do you give out in like a typical semester?
So I want to say this year our numbers are actually a little bit lower. So it's also a good reason to spread your word throughout the colleges to apply for an SOA, or you can also submit a third-party nomination. So this semester, in the past semester, we've given out about 40 for the fiscal year. And I think before that, it was about the half year before that, it was closer to around 60.
And our average reward is like $1,300, I think.
$1,300. So some people get $500 to help them make it through the semester. Some people need a little more than that to get them over their last hump and push at college.
So like say I'm just interested, it doesn't really matter, I guess, but like say you get an application, how long does it take your committee like to turn around to award the money?
So our SOA committee meets weekly, so you should hear back within a solid time frame. We work really closely with Larry Mater, who does a lot of awesome work for us logistically, and can see a lot of stuff that as undergraduate students we're not allowed to see, and can help us see what scholarships they're eligible for, loans they're eligible for, and that maybe they didn't know they were. So we can, even if we can't support them because they don't meet our qualifications of like leaving K-State or something like that, we can point them in different directions.
This might be a stupid question, but do K-State Proud scholarships only go to current students, or do they also go to incoming students?
Typically, there are people in danger of leaving K-State, so I don't know that we've ever given one to a prospective student. Typically, this is not a scholarship that is going to last your 4 years at K-State. It's something that you experience a financial hardship, and we help you get over that hump and graduate.
Tendai.
You touched on a little bit about people want to be involved. What do they have to do? And what opportunities?
Yeah, we have Student Foundation is the organization that runs K-State Proud. It's the like driving force behind it, which applications are due tomorrow if you are interested in applying for that. But also we have tons of volunteer opportunities. Like Gabby said, it's all on our website, on social media and things like that. And if you've never been trained, it's a really simple training. And we just work on like what terminology to use and how best to spread the word about K-State Proud. But it's all on our social media, or you can contact one of us or those lovely males over there, and they can help you too.
To be a co-chair, you don't have to have been a member of Student Foundation, and those applications open tonight at midnight if that's something that you're interested in as well. Super passionate about needs-based scholarships. You can do what Bailey and I do and help plan the campaign. Right, Ethan? Ethan's a member of CPT, which is campaign planning team that puts on Student Foundation, so we just like to give them a little crap. Any other questions we can help answer?
We take CAD cash now. Tell your friends.
We take CAD cash now.
All right.
Also check and credit cards. So.
If there's no further questions, thanks for coming tonight. And if any of you do want to donate, I think they're hanging around for just a little bit longer, so feel free to step out, and they'd love to get you in a t-shirt. So with that, we are done with first open period, and we'll move to approval of the minutes. Is there a motion to approve the minutes? Speaker Pro Tem Mignani. It is moved and seconded to approve the minutes. If there are no objections, the minutes will be approved as read. With that, we will move into announcements. The first announcement comes from our two intern coordinators, Annie and Hannah. And they say, meet someone new this week. Our interns are excited to sit by new faces in Senate this week. So take a seat by someone you don't know and try to best answer any questions they have regarding the legislative process. We're looking forward to another great semester. So that's from the intern coordinators. Be sure to answer any interns' questions that they have. Feel free to help them out. I think it's a great way to mentor younger people in our body. With that, SGA is having a booth at Browsing Fairs for new and potential K-State students. If you're interested in being a part of that, there's a link to sign up in the announcements. Also, just a quick note about dress code, and then also the student classroom survey, which ones you think are in need of renovation. Funding for that is part of SGA now as a part of the academic infrastructure fee. That's the $4 per credit hour fee that we all pay. So that's going to provide some renovations to some buildings that students think are in most need of renovation. With that, proxies tonight, Jewel from McIntyre and interns Malmberg, Dahl, Pelton, McAdam, Karamali, and McCandless are all excused. And with that, SGA members of the week this week go to Annie and Hannah for their great work with the interns this year. Let's give them a round of applause. With that, a couple things on the upcoming events calendar. Specifically want to draw your attention to SGA Week happening all of next week. So be on the lookout for more emails with signups from Tendai on ways you can get involved. Also, no exec meeting on Tuesday. That is due to the Kareem Abdul-Jabbar event that's going to be happening out at Bramlage. If you don't have a ticket, can they get tickets still in CSI or athletics?
There will be a table out on the first floor concourse from 10 to 2 p.m. every day from now until the speech.
Awesome. And there's 20 tickets reserved for SGA that are available as well. So if you want one of those, feel free to reach out to Olivia and she can help you with directions. So with that, the quote of the week this week is, "A goal is a dream with a deadline," from Napoleon Hill. With that, we will continue in our agenda. There are no commendations, so our next item of business is approval of appointments. Is there a motion to consider Resolution 45? Intern Putnam.
I move to consider Resolution 45.
It is moved and seconded to consider Resolution 45. Will the author please come forward? Hey, Speaker Pro Tem Magnani, would you be willing to read Resolution 45? Awesome.
Resolution 17, 1845 by Jonathan Pushin. Whereas Ryan Musman has decided to resign the position of Senate Operations Standing Committee Chair, whereas it is necessary to reappoint this position as the Senate Operations Standing Committee has the responsibility of overseeing student Senate legislation, reviewing student governing association governing documents, and initiating the impeachment or expulsion of SGA members. Whereas this position was adequately advertised, whereas there were 3 applicants for this position, and whereas Kylie Andress, chosen on the basis of her leadership ability, experience, and dedication to serving the Kansas State University student body throughout the remainder of this term. Be it resolved that Section 1, Kylie Andress be approved as Senate Operations Standing Committee Chair for the remainder of the 2017 to 2018 term.
Are there any corrections to Resolution 45? Seeing none, first right to debate.
Yeah, well done, Kylie.
With that, is there any further debate on Resolution 45? If not, is there a motion? Yep, Chair Orth. It is moved and seconded to approve Resolution 45 unanimously. If there are no objections, Resolution 45 will be approved unanimously. Kylie, would you come to the front and we'll get you sworn in. Probably a lot. At the end, say, "I will." I do solemnly swear that I will faithfully execute the office of Senate Operations Committee Chair and will, to the best of my ability, preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution of the Kansas State University Student Governing Association.
I will.
Awesome. Name, major, hometown, favorite smell.
Okay.
Times that you've done this.
Amount of times I've done it. Okay. Well, I'm Kylie Andrews. For those of you who don't know me, I'm from Kansas City, from Shawnee specifically. I am a master's student in college student development. I've done this, oh God, as an intern, as a senator, twice, as chair, elections commissioner, and then now again. So I think this is 6.
And graduate senator.
Oh yeah, I'm graduate senator, so this is 7. And my favorite smell is fresh cut grass.
Awesome. With that, our next item of business is committee reports. Attached to the agenda are the submitted committee reports for several committees. Are there any questions to the committee reports included in the agenda? Yes, Kylie.
Sorry. I have 2. First of all, send it off if you don't mind, like 5 minutes after the meeting. I just want to be here. Okay? Cool. Second of all, for DPC, we are opening applications again, and they asked me to give this report. We're opening applications again. We'll review them, and then we will decide based on that what money we will be pulling out of reserves based on the applications. The application opened today. Taylor and I worked on it and opened it today, and then it'll be due on the 12th, and then we'll meet after that.
Awesome. Any questions for Chair Andrus? If not, are there any further committee chairs that would like to make a report? If not, we'll move into director's reports. We've got one director's report submitted from our athletics liaison, Nick Edwards. Social media is a powerful tool. With that, is there any further director's reports? Speaker Pro Tem Mignani.
Yeah, I know you guys are tired of hearing me speak over here, but SJ week is next week, so I must have sent everybody an email with a poster and some sort of agenda. But next week is just a great opportunity for us to be able to just once again do something where student organizations, students will have an opportunity to learn more about the different branches, about the different leadership opportunities within student government, and just make it interactive and very special. So within that email that I sent you guys, I sent you one with the poster, social digital poster, and number 2, one with the agenda, sort of like explaining more in detail what will be happening. Also, I will be submitting this into K-State today so that students can see it. But what I wanted to do tonight, if people are willing to go with this, is spend 2 minutes going on your social media channels on Twitter, Facebook, whatever you have, Instagram, if you're willing to just post the SGA week poster and just encourage people to attend, to know about it starting this Monday throughout the 9th on Friday, about just like want to learn more about SGA, opportunities, and I'm sure you guys are great Twitter people, so you guys will be able to know what to tweet. And also, if you guys have not received the sign-up sheet, I know at the beginning it was unlocked, which means some of you had to send me requests for access, but I changed that. So you should be able to access that and sign up for times and shifts. And once again, 30-minute shifts sign up. And lastly, this event, I'm really excited, and I hope everyone will be able to participate, engage. I highly guys to encourage at least 2 people or bring as many as you can and just make it this a very big event. And hopefully we will have people more engaged and wanting to be part of SGA to make a difference on this university campus. So with that being said, I stand for questions.
Questions for Speaker Pro Tem Mignani? Yes, Senator Works.
On what account can we find the flyer? Is it on Twitter?
Come again? I sent it on OakSync for you guys to be able to see it and download it. We just got it today, finalized from communications and marketing. So hopefully we can just start doing the publicizing from here on to when it starts on Monday.
Further questions? If not, awesome. Thank you. Are there any further director's reports? Director Krotz?
Okay, everyone. So we had some gun drama today in the legislature. I should have not used that phrase. Regarding gun legislation, we'll say that. Now half of you went to sleep. So today, there were two gun bills that came up for debate in the Kansas legislature, the Kansas House of Representatives. There were amendments that were attached to that legislation when it came up for debate on the House floor, two of which passed and will have, if passed, through the Senate and signed by the governor, they won't be, would have a dramatic impact on us here at K-State. So the original bill, I don't even know what it did, but the amendments that were attached, one would lower the age for concealed carry from 21 to 18. So this would dramatically impact campus because now everyone on K-State's campus of the traditional student age would be able to conceal carry a gun. The second amendment that failed would have allowed for each campus to determine its own weapons policy. So if Fort Hays wanted to have guns, they would be able to have them. If K-State didn't, we wouldn't have to. That failed. And then the third amendment that passed by a slimmer margin would require everyone who wants to conceal carry a weapon on a college campus to undergo training and get a permit. So from our perspective, SGAs, we took the stance of wanting to advocate for localized control. I think, as far as I know, we're still going to advocate for that on Wednesday for State Higher Education Day. That's still our official position. But this amendment requiring you to have a permit and undergo training, from our perspective, you don't necessarily have to agree with me, is a step in the right direction. It was actually introduced by my hometown legislator, Go Clay. And with that, I will stand for first. Now it will go to final action tomorrow, where it's expected to pass. But then it will go to the Senate Committee on Federal and State Affairs, which is chaired by a very, very conservative Republican from Western Kansas, who is very, very pro-gun. So it will likely, without people taking action and making phone calls and emails to him, will likely die in that committee. He will just not bring it up for a vote. So does anyone, with that, I'll stand for questions.
With that, any questions for Director Krotz? Intern Putnam?
I was just wondering, at the very beginning you were saying that they'll probably die, or they probably won't pass. Why do you think that? Is it because of the extreme conservative chairman?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. So as chairman, he just has the power to not bring up votes. He just has the power to not bring bills up for a vote or debate.
Further questions? If not, are there any further director's reports? If there's no further director's reports, we will keep moving in the agenda. There is no college caucus time today, therefore we will move into the approval of minor allocations. The minor allocations we have this week are bills 39, 40, and 46. And so looking at those, Bill 39 is an on-campus allocation to engineering ambassadors. They requested $50 and were recommended $50. Bill 40 is a travel allocation to the borough, the chapter of the Harry Potter Alliance. They requested $200 and are recommended $200. And then Bill 46 is from the Travel Allocations Committee. an allocation to Sigma Alpha Professional Agricultural Sorority. They requested $1,000 and were recommended $660. With that, are there any questions on the minor allocations? Are there any corrections? If not, is there a motion to approve the minor allocations? Speaker Pro Tem Magnani. It is moved and seconded to approve the minor allocations. If there are no objections, the minor allocations are approved. And with that, we will move into final action on Bill 42. Will the author of Bill 42 please come forward? Are there any corrections?
I don't believe so.
With that, first right to debate.
Yeah, so let's see where we are here. Sorry. Yeah, this is our open house request. I stated last week that there was 15,000 requested and we have $10,025 to allocate. So this is the amount that the committee felt each college deserved based on merit and educational value and promotions for their respective colleges. Yep.
With that, is there any questions? With that, is there any questions for Chair Orth? If not, is there any debate in the negative? Debate in the positive? Any further debate at all? If not, we will go into a roll call vote on Bill 42.
Adams? Yes. Akers? Alberts?
Yes.
Anders?
Yes.
Arnaldi? Bergston?
Yes.
Bolar?
Yes.
Bickerud?
Yes.
Cafera?
Yes.
Dinez? DeMoranville?
Yes.
Dahl?
Yes.
Elliott?
Yes.
Flores?
Yes.
Fuller?
Yes.
Garcia?
Yes.
Garrity?
Yes.
Grandy? Hendrickson?
Yes.
Hyen?
Yes.
Hughes? Jackson? Jewell?
Yes.
Kallenberger?
Yes.
Kelly?
Yes.
Kidd?
Yes.
Klein?
Yes.
Maples?
Yes.
Markle? Martin?
Yes.
McDermott?
Yes.
McIntyre?
Yes, by proxy.
Mertens?
Yes.
Meyer?
Yes.
Nichols?
Yeah.
Nedry?
Yes.
Nordstrom?
Yes.
Ogren?
Yes.
Orth?
Yes.
Penny?
Yes.
Papoon?
Yes.
Pitts?
Yes.
Pruitt?
Yes.
Rosenpour?
Yes.
Swanson? Tedrow? Thomas?
Yes.
Tuttle?
Yes.
Valdez?
Yes.
Works?
Yes.
Zwick?
Yes.
All right. 42 to 0 to 0.
Awesome. With that, will the author of Bill 43 please come forward? Are there any corrections?
Yeah, there are two corrections. The date on line 14 should be Friday, April 20th. And then same way on line 17, it should be Saturday, April 21st. And then that's reflected in line 25 as well. It should be April 20th and 21st. So that's one change. And then finally, instead of pulling from the reserve account, we will be pulling from the fine arts reserve account. So in line 35, instead of NISA CON RSV, we'll be using NISA FA RSV.
Sweet. With that, are there any questions on the corrections? If not, first right to debate.
Yeah, so On the Spot Improv is hosting an improv comedy festival called Del Festopia. They're bringing in the Reckoning Improv Troupe, as well as 6 to 8 college teams from the surrounding area. On that Friday, they're hosting an improv show from all of the schools. And then the Saturday, during the day, the Reckoning is hosting like small group sessions that are open to the public. And then that evening, they're performing a show. expected student attendance is really high with around 300 based on a prior year. And it should be a really fun event. Obviously, the recommendation is a pretty high dollar amount, but where the committee stands right now is we've only allocated $4,600, and we have to meet about $32,000 to get our 40% benchmark for on-campus allocations. And then additionally, we're pulling from our fine arts reserve account. So.
Sweet. With that, is there any questions on Chair Orth's debate? If not, is there any debate in the negative? Debate in the positive? Any further debate at all? If not, is there a motion to bulk roll call a couple of bills? Intern Coordinator Jewel.
Okay. I move we bulk roll call bills 43, 44, 45, and 41.
Second.
It is moved and seconded to bulk roll call bills 43, 44, 45, and 41. If there are no objections, is there any debate? If there are no objections, those bills will all be bulk roll called. And with that, will the author of Bill 44 please come forward? Are there any corrections?
No.
With that, first right to debate.
Okay, so the Black Student Union requested $1,000 to attend the Big 12 Black Student Union Conference in Waco, Texas. We went ahead and recommended that they be funded $1,000 and feel that there's a lot of educational value in the conference itself.
Any question on Chair Chumlin's debate? If not, is there any debate in the negative? Debate in the positive? Any further debate at all? If not, will the author of Bill 45 please come forward? Are there any corrections?
No.
With that, first right to debate.
Yeah, we reviewed this for the industrial systems engineers and thought this would be a good trip for them down to Texas A&M and College Station for their annual South Regional Conference. So hopefully we fund them.
Awesome. With that, is there any questions on Senator Bergston's debate? If not, is there any debate in the negative? Debate in the positive? Any further debate at all? If not, will the author of Bill 41 please come forward? Any corrections?
All changes have been made.
With that, first right to debate.
HALO will be sending 10 members to Chicago for the 36th annual United States Hispanic Leadership Institute, and it's a really cool opportunity for them.
With that, are there any questions on Senator Bullard's debate? If not, is there any debate in the negative? Debate in the positive? Any further debate at all? If not, we will proceed to a bulk roll call vote on bills 43, 44, 45, and 41.
Adams.
Yes to all.
Akers. Alberts.
Yes to all.
Anders.
Yes to all.
Arnaldi. Bergston.
Yes to all.
Fuller.
Yes to all.
Bickerud.
Yes to all.
Cafera.
Yes to all.
Dinez. DeMoranville.
Yes to all.
Dahl.
Yes to all.
Elliott.
Yes to all.
Flores.
Yes to all.
Fuller.
Yes to all.
Garcia.
Yes to all.
Garrity.
Yes to all.
Grandy.
Yes to all.
Hendrickson.
Yes to all.
Hyen.
Yes to all.
Hughes. Jackson. Jewell.
Yes to all.
Kallenberger.
Yes to all.
Kelly.
Yes to all.
Kidd.
Yes to all.
Klein.
Yes to all.
Maples.
Yes to all.
Markle. Markle. Martin.
Yes to all.
McDermott.
Yes to all.
McIntyre.
Yes to all by proxy.
Mertens.
Yes to all.
Meyer.
Yes to all.
Nichols.
Yes to all.
Nedry.
Yes to all.
Nordstrom.
Yes to all.
Ogren,
Yes to all.
Orth,
Yes to all.
Penny,
Yes to all.
Papoon,
Yes to all.
Pitts,
Yes to all.
Pruitt,
Yes to all.
Rosenpour,
Yes to all.
Swanson, Tedrow, Thomas,
Yes to all.
Tuttle,
Yes to all.
Valdez,
Yes to all.
Works,
Yes to all.
Zwick.
Yes to all.
Wonderful. 42 to 0 to 0.
All right. With that, we will proceed to introduction of minor allocations. We have two minor allocations tonight, and they are Bill 49, which is a travel allocation to Need to Read. They are going to the Impact Conference March 1st through the 4th in Dayton, Ohio. They requested $100, and their recommendation is $100. And then on Bills 50, there is a travel allocation for the College Republicans. They are requesting money to travel to the CPAC Conference February 21st to 25th in Washington, D.C. They requested $4,498 and were recommended $800. With that, is there any questions on any of the minor allocations? All right. If not, both of those minor allocations will be referred to the Travel Allocations Committee. With that, there is nothing in introduction of legislation, so we can move into our second open period. Wow.
And it's not even 8 o'clock.
Are there any speakers for second open period? Yep, Chair Bickerud.
Since it's second, it's a little more casual, I wanted to let everybody know that Director Krutz over here, who you heard from his director report, just accepted a full-time job on Tuesday. Where are we going? Purdue. Going to Purdue full-time. There you go.
Are there any further speakers for second open period? Intern Putnam?
Just saying also the fact that we are making very good time. If you are interested, National Geographic is doing a documentary on the Ukrainian government overhaul. We will be out of here in time to actually watch it, so just wanted to put that out there.
Any questions for Intern Putnam? If not, Caucus Leader Rostenpour?
So, engineering caucus meeting right after this in CSI. It'll be super quick, but I'd really love all you to come. No more than 10 minutes.
Chair Andrus?
Senate office meet back here after. Thanks.
With that, is there further second open period? Speaker Pro Tem Mignani?
Don't forget to tweet Facebook, FJ Week. See you on next week.
Is there any further second open period reports? Chair Nordstrom?
Hey, when are the SGA shirts coming in?
That's a good one. Hey, this is not the movie. I got you.
All right. With that, is there any further speakers for second open period? If not, all legislation is referred to the Travel Allocations Committee, and we'll move into second roll call.
All right, Adams.
Here.
Alberts.
Here.
Anders.
Here.
Arnaldi. Bergson.
Here.
Bolar.
Here.
Bickerud.
Here.
Cafera.
Here.
Dinez. DeMoranville.
Here.
Dahl.
Here.
Elliott.
Here.
Flores.
Here.
Fuller.
Here.
Garcia.
Here.
Garrity.
Here.
Grandy.
Here.
Hendrickson.
Here.
Hyen. Hey. Thanks. Hughes. Jackson. Jewell.
Here.
Kallenberger.
Here.
Kelly.
Here.
Kidd.
Here.
Klein.
Here.
Maples.
Here.
Markle. Martin.
Here.
McDermott.
Here.
Mertens.
Here.
Meyer.
Here.
Nichols.
Here.
Needry.
Here.
Nordstrom.
Here.
Ogren.
Here.
Orth.
Here.
Penny.
Here.
Papoon.
Here.
Pitts.
Here.
Pruitt. Rosenpour.
Here.
Swanson. Tedrow. Oh, wait, no, you're gone. Thomas.
Here.
Tuttle. Valdez.
Here.
Works.
Here.
Zwick.
Here.
Harp. Yeah, Harp. Yeah, he's here. Okay. Pothwell.
Here.
Carpenter.
Here.
Cruz. Gammon.
Here.
Grover.
Here.
Hornung.
Here.
Horton.
Here.
Hodgkinson.
Here.
Houghton.
Here.
Jabin. Keekly. Karanja. Kellerman. King.
Here.
Okay, sorry. Meinhardt.
Here.
Peckert. Putnam.
Here.
Roth.
Here.
Rodriguez. Savarino. Rodriguez. Okay. Savarino. No. Shao. Chumlin.
Here.
Wheeler. Whitmer. Witzke. Zyke. Okay, thanks y'all.
With that, is there a motion to adjourn? Senator Papoon. It is moved and seconded to adjourn. If there are no objections, we'll be adjourned.
Okay.